PhD. And before we begin, I have written a statement about Terry Gilliam. It has come to our attention, and I've been doing my own research. We have not been using ChatGPT because we don't use that here. It unemploys workers, and it's not good for the environment. Do you know how much energy you have to use? Time goes to waste.
A lot of water.
Anyway,
yeah.
Terry Gilliam. What was the name of the actress that he made run?
I don't remember, honestly.
It's just the most horrible thing, and we're here to say no to violence against child actors. And Terry Gilliam, I hope the International Criminal Court hears our plea and you are arrested at the next film festival that you attend, and no amount of letters can protect you. And Roman Polanski should be home by now. And as JC, I want to tell everyone, Roman, come home. Gilliam is the one that we have to worry about. Okay.
Thank you, JC.
I'm not JC.
Oh, sorry. Thought you were.
It's me.
Oh,
it was me the whole time.
I know it was you.
Are we live here? You know what I do? I burn my best shit. Let me tell you something about streaming real quick before we start on this movie. And I love this. I burn my best shit in the first hour when nobody even knows you're live. And then 4 hours later, when people show up, I'm sitting.
You're done. Yeah, you're done.
Sitting. And I'm like, oh, you should have been here in the beginning. I was doing a skit and we were doing fucking musicals.
What if you did the opposite? What if you didn't do anything for the first hour, 4 hours?
I'm so excited. No, because that's my little treat is I get to fantasize about what I'm going to do the next day in the bed. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing is like, okay, go back to sleep. Right. And that never happens. Yeah. That never happens. Because then I try to I get up to take a pee, right? And then you go back in and then you try to get to the exact same position you were in when you were asleep. And you're like, oh, that's fine. I'm just going to cook out like when you're 17. No. Right. And then you're like, oh, well, maybe I'll just listen to the news a little while on the phone. Or I'll put something on Twitter, and that's a wrap. Because all that stimulus comes in, and somebody just got fucking Garfield in Portland or some shit, you know. And then I'm like, okay, but then what is the fucking show today? Yeah. And then this is the thing I don't do to myself. I don't try to remember all the things I've done because then it'll end it. And so I just first thing I just think of a cool song or something that'll get me kind of hyped. And then, we start, and then I think of it I'll do a little voice or some bullshit. Time Bandits, directed by Terry Gilliam.
Yes.
1981.
Is it Terry Gilliam or Terry Gilliam?
Gilliam. I don't know. Terry Gilliam. Okay. And a lot of people, he's a member of Monty Python, but he's an American, right? And he's
American?
He's an American.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Wow.
Does that put a different flavor town on this?
It does.
He has he might be the definitive Anglophile. He knows, he can write for England like nobody else. And it was probably because he was cooking with those killers in Monty Python. And welcome to the chat for Boo Boo Jones.
And I like how you only use the emotes for you and I. There's no JC emote.
Did you see my JC impersonation? I'll go back into it. Like you couldn't possibly. I started that before I even sent the we were live message out, right?
He did. Yeah.
Maybe that's an Easter egg for the blog for the YouTube heads, right? Yeah. And all of the Instagram fiends, and maybe that gets to the clip. I hope that Baki sees that or somebody, and they retain that, and that's what I pray. Let me tell you about this movie.
Yes, please.
The year's 1981, and I'm third or fourth grade, in between third and fourth grade. Okay,
I wasn't born yet. Okay,
little guy, right? Mommy's boy for sure. We would go to the JC Penney, and she would test the new Tough Skins on me or whatever new fucking Granimals came out. And I'm like, can we get the fuck out of here? She would treat me to a trip to the library, because I was such a little fucking nerd. I loved the shit out of that because I was just the same way it was now. I loved history and all that shit. And because movies were like $4, you got to go, we went to the movies all the fucking time, like 3 or 4 times a week. We went to the movies, and the theaters were beautiful and air conditioned, and nobody was being horrible all the time. It was a real affordable luxury, and that's one of the things I was a fan of. And so let me get to the point here about mommy prag dates that we had when I was a little boy. Taught me how to be a little gentleman, when to hold the door open for mommy, what you should say to mom, how to say thank you, say how to, all the nice things, and how to be like, oh, that is a nice shade of lavender, all that stuff, right? But she was fun. Like my mom was funny and very fun and cool, and it was a real pleasure, And then like there's a certain point in a young boy's life where you graduate from the cheeseburger meal at McDonald's, and you're a Big Mac boy. Right. And you have to tell mommy, I think I'm ready for the big boy meal. Right. And she pulls the fucking car over a little bit and she's like,
are you sure?
She's got 2 older boys too. This isn't her first maturing of a man. Right. Yeah. And she's like, okay, you're ready for 2 beef patties. Okay.
All special sauce. Yeah.
And that's a big day. I don't know if 1981 was that time, but it was very close.
Yeah.
I remember seeing this movie with her, and it was I can't say how penetrating it must have been, because like everything in it now is still the shit I fuck with, right? Okay. And just the creativity, the fucking like everything's handmade and like not great almost in some scenes, right? And it's just very handcrafted, and just the imagination. It's just like they let him cook. They let him do what he wanted, because Monty Python was so popular at that point, and they just let him do what he wanted. And there's a lot of mistakes in this movie, right? I'll let you begin your assessment, sir. How old were you, and what did you do with mommy in 1981?
I wasn't born.
McDonald's?
I was still You're someone's balls. So
that's how it works. How long were they in there?
I don't know.
Boy,
just swimming in there for a while. just waiting my turn
in the fucking chamber, huh?
Yeah.
Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, that's my first time watching it, so I don't have any experience.
Do you have heard of this movie?
No, I
haven't. Have an emotional relationship with you fuck with Python or any of that shit?
See, here's the thing. I don't fuck with Python, but I've seen like I've never seen a lot of people Monty Python all the way through. I've seen like the popular bits.
I think it's important to be there at the time it was out and understand what it was like as far as comedy. There was nothing alternative or subversive or trying to do anything with regard to it was corny, cornball, constant shit.
Yeah.
And that would come on on PBS at like 11:30 on Saturday on your black and white TV, and you would sit there with your brothers and they would be baked, but you wouldn't know because you were 10 years younger than them, and you would fucking fall out because like nobody was like even trying to do anything.
Yeah.
Right. And also it was like, if you look at it now, it's hella janky. And like, if you don't look at the restored version, it's in 480 and it's blurry.
I still think it holds up though.
These guys are fucking talk about improv artists or like Michael Palin and John Cleese are in here. And to me, one of the things that was interesting about reviewing this movie, I love how the parents were depicted in the beginning with the plastic couches and they can't look away from the TV. And it's just such a fucking cool.
Did you experience that growing up? The plastic couches?
No, fuck no. No, my mom wasn't that, but no, we used to laugh about that shit. But there was a room that you really didn't go into.
Yeah.
You really didn't go in the fucking living room. Mommy had her nice furniture in there, and like you go in there in Christmas and stuff like that. And like, and then there was a point where it became like you just didn't do that. And we use all the rooms, right?
Yeah.
But I love the way they depict that. And like, I'm trying to look at this movie when I was 9, how I got into it. And I go, it was a really exciting, and you put yourself in Kevin's position, right? Obviously, it's the same age as the I was, right? Kind of the same vibes a little bit, but we'll get into that. And then I got into it, but then you know what almost took me out of it, and probably almost took me out of it, is I thought the fucking Napoleon scene was the worst part of this movie. I thought it dragged the beginning when the time banditry began, but it got saved by Robin Hood. And I think that fucking scene was fucking hilarious.
I thought a couple parts dragged in the movie. I thought the Napoleon was okay. Like that part was fine. But when he gets separated from the time bandits and he's with Sean Connery, I think that part kind of dragged a little too long.
No. That's my favorite part of all movies. Yeah, because to me, that's like almost a perfect short film that he put in there. Right, because it has a complete beginning, middle, and end, and I love the relationship between the king and the queen who's like eyeballing the new kid. And I love how Kevin's such a fucking sellout and a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, oh, I want to stay here.
Yeah, I'm here now.
And when they Randall finally saves him and he's bitter and pissy about it for several time stages. I love that, because in most like time travel movies, they would have just like glossed all over the emotions of it. But Kevin was living his best fucking life in that city, right? He was like, okay, we're going to do this. He's got his photography bit. And Sean Connery's cool as fuck too.
Oh,
and I love the combat scene between the Minotaur and him. And I can still remember seeing, like, I was asleep during Napoleon. I woke up a little bit during Robin Hood, because there's that funny bit where Robin Hood is like a politician, and he's redistributing, like they're bringing him the wealth, and it's a commentary almost on like neoliberalism, right? And then at the end, he's being bullshitty with them and phony with all of the poor people. And he's like, "Have you met the poors?" Right? And then the funny part, he hands them a piece of gold, and then he punch them, right? And they're in a conveyor belt. And to me, that made me laugh the most today. I thought that was fucking hilarious. I think John Cleese is hilarious. If you've ever seen A Fish Called Wanda, I think that's his masterpiece, right? That has a lot of the same silliness. Yeah. Like Monty Python is about absurdity. It's about how absurd the world is. And so why don't we just lean into it? And there's a lot of moments in this movie that can be played as just like too silly and stuff like that. But I think that's the way they want to go with it, right?
Right.
And then they fall into the situation with Sean Connery, and I just think that's like an action sequence. And I love the way they ended. How, like, when I was a kid, I didn't expect the Time Bandits to show up, you know, as dancers and that whole bit. I thought that was fire, and I love how realistic this. I don't know if he used a real city that had been preserved or something, and all the actors and that, and the markets. It was just like a whole fucking world. Like, I like each of the times. It's like a whole. You know, obviously we say that the minimum, you have to do world building. It's a movie, but like I could see the love that and the craft and the care, and I really love that ancient Greek vibe.
Yeah. That's the only part I felt like kind of was like a little too much. But I mean, speaking of the absurdity, the only movie I'd seen a Monty Python proper movie is The Life of Brian, which is just crazy.
Oh, you got to see the Holy Grail. That's the one.
Movie. I mean, I've seen parts of Holy Grail, so like I know it's crazy. That's
the problem. This is what, you know, how they say spoiler alert. That movie, all that shit, like you see clips and stuff, but if you see it in one whole sitting and you see how they present it, and like, you know, it's like it's like a puzzle. Like, you don't appreciate the puzzle if it's all laid out and you see, oh, that's a cool part. But I just don't, you know, because it builds to certain things, and there's refrains, and it goes back to certain funny things. Yeah. And it's just very silly. It's for very mature children or very immature adults. Right. And like, you know, and you have to also understand it's in the context of like British society after the war, right? It's very fucking serious, and there's no absurdity, and all that stuff is like really, you know, but they delivered so smartly and intelligently, because all of the people in Monty Python were like highly educated, you know, people.
You're right.
And so they have like some very sophisticated like takes on this stuff. And like, you know, there's certain, like, you know, I always say just like turn on any Monty Python episode and just like turn off your expectations and just fucking vibe out. And like, there's just funny, silly shit, just like any comedy. You know, it's not trying to like, I mean, there is a lot. It does try to say a lot of stuff too sometimes, you know. Oh, what the fuck did I write here? Okay, and so then they go to the Titanic.
Yes.
And that again was a vibe, because I love how the Time Bandits cleaned up. And I don't know,
suits,
right? And then I really said, like, who's the leader? Winston? Is Winston the fucking main guy? Randall. Like, Randall is such a great actor.
Oh yeah.
Right. And like, and then one of the things that's cool about this movie is that the team chemistry develops during the course of the movie, and you start to see by the time you're at the swinging cages, you care a little bit. Like, you can see the interaction, and you see how they work together, and the joie de vivre, and like, you know. And I also love the part with the giant with the boat helmet. That's a fantastically creative idea.
Yeah.
And then he has the little claymation scene of like the hut with like an ogre arguing with his wife.
Oh, and steps on it, yeah.
And so I'm looking at all of the stuff that he's doing in this to try to do with no special effects budget and he's just, like layering and opacity and fucking and just like running video and like, you can see the overlays because basically they had OBS technology to make the whole fucking movie, but they also had beautiful sets and beautiful lighting and cameras. And obviously, he was a killer at that point because like he had been part of the development of 2 or 3 Monty Python movies before that, right?
That scene with the giant, I feel like that's in the couple movies that I've seen of Terry Gilliam, where he has those kind of scenes where it's like big and it's like you have a larger than life character or something that like, just doesn't feel part of that world, but it's part of that weird world. And every time you see it, it's like you get taken aback. So when I saw, the giant, I was like, oh my God, like this looks amazing for what they were doing at the time,
And I love that they have that little scene between the ogre and his wife before. And like there's a lot of scenes where he takes like 2 famous actors that people know and puts them together. Like there's that they have that Michael Palin and Talia Shriver they keep reoccurring in different time periods as lovers, and they have like this rapport that goes back and forth. Oh, Shelley Duvall. I don't say Talia. Who the fuck is that? I don't know who Talia Shire is. Yeah, Shelley Duvall.
Yes,
exactly. Who is from The Shining and
Popeye.
Other movies. Popeye, exactly. Olive Oil. But I think those are really cute, and I think they're really funny and witty. And I think those are probably written by I'm pretty sure he probably let John Cleese write his Robin Hood scene. And he probably let Michael Palin cook up those bits, right? And it was just funny, like I don't know. It's like witty little bits in between the action, right? It's just a little bit more sophisticated than most. Like you could say this is a family movie in many ways, but it's also not for kids.
Yeah.
Right. There's like that guy gets crushed. Right. One of the time bandits gets crushed by the fucking pillar. Fidget. How did you feel about the death of Fidget? Because I wrote here, I'm worried about you on that, and I wrote the time because I knew that was going to be.
It was him, and it was the other one that ate everything. Were like my favorite ones.
I like the guy that turned into a pig.
Oh yeah, he was a good one. Yeah.
And then shout out to Benson, the dog. There's the scene, and like I love the portrayal of Satan in this, the evil one or whatever.
Oh yeah,
it's fucking pretty funny.
His introduction
kills
was so
2 people. They ask him like, why are you doing this or whatever? And then he fucking kills them. And he goes, well, let me explain. I mean, that's just, that's classic.
The first guy, he like goes, well, if you're all powerful, like why is, God keeping you here? And then he kills them and he's like, don't question me ever again. Whatever. And then he's like, do you understand? And then another guy steps up and asks him like a legitimate question. And then he kills him and he goes, great question. So here's the answer. Yeah, the guy playing evil was he part of the Monty Python also or no?
No.
No.
There's only 2 Monty Python actors in this: Michael Palin and John Cleese. And John Cleese is in it for one scene.
Yeah,
the Robin Hood thing, which I think is amazing. And because it's sophisticated, because it's a commentary scene. It's like fucking ideological. And that's what Holy Grail has a lot of stuff about too, talking about the power dynamic of monarchs and anarcho-capitalist syndicates, right? There's a scene in Holy Grail where the king goes up to these peasants, and there's just this guy, he's just walking and he's pretending to gallop. And this guy's behind him with coconuts every time he runs, right? And he goes, hello, I am your king. I am Arthur of the Britons. You must obey me. And they're just like fucking they're just digging in the fucking dirt, right? They have ignorant as fuck. And they're like, who? And there's this whole scene where they go back and forth about like, what is a monarch? And they're like, no, this isn't a narco-capitalist syndicate. We're a farming village, right? And like they use that line, and it's just very funny, right? And so like that's kind of a hint of like the Robin Hood scene, what they do, but they don't do. I mean, like most of the stuff is I feel like in some ways it's like 5 or 6 short films stitched together, because each time frame has its own set and stuff.
Yeah.
After Titanic, is that when they have the ogre with the boat helmet, right? And then they get out of that, and then do they go to the cage section, or is there another part?
I know from the boat helmet they go to the cage section. I know that. Yeah. But I could have swore they go somewhere else between that point and the Titanic.
How did you think they were going to get out of the cages? Because in my false memory, I thought they just swung. I thought it was one of those fucking Resident Evil jobbers where you just go left to right and blah, blah, blah. Like I remember in Final Fantasy X, there is a scene. Is that the one where it opens with, have you played that one?
Yeah.
Where they open with a theater troupe and they go into, they're doing a robbery as a theater troupe. Like I don't know if it's 11 or 9 or 10.
It might be something.
It's the one with the knight. It's the one. I think it's like the first PS3 one, but like there's a scene where they do that bit, right?
Yeah.
And that's a very interesting game. It's very baby, but very cutesy, but also very interesting. If you've never played that one, it's the one after the underwater volleyball player.
Oh, that's 11 then. Yeah.
Or is it the one before? I think it might be the one. It's like one of the weird ones that people didn't really pay.
Is it the one with the kid who had a tail?
I think so.
Yeah.
There's just like this janky night in it. But anyway, like you play instead of a eco-terrorist organization like in 7, you're a theater troupe that robs people, and it was kind of fire because like the beginning is like you have to RPG the theater stuff is pretty cool, and then they go into the king's castle and do the thing. Steal the shit.
I for some reason I don't know why this cracked me up, but on the Titanic scene when they start falling off and like everyone goes sideways and they're all sliding off, none of the time bandits react to it and they're all just like sitting there, but they're all sliding and they're just laughing and like everyone else is freaking out and for some reason they just don't care and it's hilarious to me. I don't know why. It made me crack up so much.
Like, are they angels? Because like what they were doing, like, let me tell you what Time Bandits is about. This is about, let's call them angels that worked for God, designing trees, and they stole a map, right? And so that's why they appear as they do, right? And they're not, they're kind of like mythical beings. And so that makes it okay, for, or whatever. Like, but because like, I think they're all great. I think they did a great performance.
They're fantastic, yeah.
They're fantastic. Like I have no notes, and just like you're rooting for them, like you're rooting for the team. Are you rooting for Kevin though? Because Kevin is like, I want to go back with Sean Connery for a long time. He's bitter about that. You think Kevin's, and like, he's been away from his parents, and his parents are noticeably horrible, but he's just like ready to throw them under the bus. Do you trust Kevin?
I mean, no, I thought Kevin was kind of like, I don't want to say a blank slate, but he kind of felt like one.
Kevin
like he was.
He had the photo of the map though that found the time hole under the soul cages.
But okay, so going back to what you asked earlier, how I thought they would get out of this the cages when he told them, oh, the hole is like right below us. I thought they were just going to cut the rope and just drop straight down through the hole. That's how I thought they're going to get out.
And then there's a question from the audience. I fit neither of these demographics, so not for me. This is the thing about this movie. This is an anti-demographic. Well, it's a statement, but I just want to make one point. This is a movie that is not designed for demographics. It is like a Wes Anderson movie in that it's one person's, like no other person could make this. And I know they tried to make a remake or a TV show and they couldn't fucking do it right. And I don't know how much he was attached, but this is very much a personal project. It felt like.
Okay. Yeah.
Everything felt very handmade, and like he's only going to go with what he wants the actors to say. I don't think they like changed the edit very much, right?
Yeah.
And like there's some janky parts, like they have that horrible evil castle section, which is just like a background, and then you can see, and they're like moving them around, and you can see like the moving like claymation, but it's kind of it's wholesome in a lot of ways, right? And like if you don't like AI, this is the movie for you because it's the most fucking AI movie ever made. Like it's AI could never draw this up because like, first of all, it would be like, why are the main actors little people? And like, what do you mean? Like, like, so it's like, it's so creative. And that's one of the things that the most inspirational thing about this movie was like the unabashed creativity in every scene, and like even the way he dressed up the evil one, like you could tell that's his design, and like you could tell he's somebody who's just like doing the backdrops for the Napoleon scene when they're doing the acting. Like I don't know if this is true, and I feel like he painted that mural backdrop, right?
Probably
like
did,
I feel like because like the stuff he did on Monty Python was a lot of paper cut, hand drawn. with the foot that comes down. And if you look at how fucking complicated that stuff is and to animate, right?
Yeah. But Flame wanted to clarify and said that
oh my God, I'm sorry.
The category was mature child or immature adult. She doesn't fit those demographics.
Thank you for clarifying. I didn't know exactly what I was saying. I say a lot of things. I thought you were talking about when a little boy graduates from a cheeseburger to a Big Mac.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think you're right.
You've never had that experience.
There's
How old
a lot
were you
of
when you graduated your I'm sorry, go ahead.
I still don't eat Big Macs. Chicken nuggets, baby.
Or whatever. Like, when you go from the
I don't know,
the child's meal to the regular meal.
I don't know.
Was that a moment for you?
I don't think it was.
Must be, because like they can't feed you a whole ass Big Mac when you're 3. What are you you're gonna get it everywhere? You're not ready. You have to be a little gentleman to handle a Big Mac. It's too messy. You're gonna get all over mommy's upholstery in the room.
Like when you go from eating like a couple slices of pizza to like a whole pizza yourself.
House of 2-liter and a fucking pizza, and you're like, oh shit, I can eat a whole pizza now. That's how fucking dumb you are when you're 12 or whatever the fuck it was. And then you're like, oh my God, I have giant cheese bread tits now 8 months later. Where did these come from? And you're just like cooking Mountain Dews and like, you know, mommy's filling the fridge with Pepsi. And you're just like, oh, I'm going to drink these instead of water this summer. Everything's going to be great. You know,
dehydrated.
Why? It was not a healthy environment when we were kids. Like they didn't give a fuck about clean eating, bro. I mean, they did. Like, I think we did pretty good because like everything was home cooked pretty much at my house.
Yeah.
But like, nobody gives, you know, like there was like nasty fucking canned food and like everything was fucking fatty and salty, sugar, and just fucking everything, candy. Nobody's like, no, you can't. There was no like, no, that's too much candy. It's like, oh, well, keep eating the candy until you reach escape velocity. Like a pillowcase. Hold on. The whole idea of a pillowcase full of sugar for Halloween for people, and like you're like, oh yeah, it's gonna last a year. It doesn't last a year. It lasts about 4 fucking days.
Yeah.
And like, you know, and then we wonder why test scores go down in November in school districts everywhere.
It's crashing out.
Because the kids stay up too late. No. Okay. Well, what do you think about this movie in general? Was it weird? Was it like very
it wasn't
of its time? It's very old.
It is old, but like I said, I still think it holds up. The practical effects, everything looked good. There's very few scenes where it looked like, oh, that would have looked better like with digital effects. Like everything looked pretty good. Some stuff looked janky, like you said, but it wasn't like off-putting, and it wasn't like, this ruins the movie. Like it was fine. But I mean, the way it looked, the way it felt, I knew coming in, you know, what it was going to be because of as far as like who the director was and how he makes his movies. I didn't know what it was about or anything, or like that. Yeah, the main characters. I didn't know anything about that.
Have you seen any of his other movies? You saw Baron Munchausen?
Baron Munchausen, yeah.
You see Brazil?
I've seen Life of Brian. I haven't seen Brazil.
I don't know if he directed Life of Brian. He could have, though.
Yeah.
A good Monty Python movie is The Meaning of Life, which is like a collection of sketches. So it's not just one vibe. There's a lot of funny scenes in that. You haven't seen, there's 12 Monkeys, which got made into a Sci-Fi Channel series. That's a very popular one. And that's, you know, Brazil and 12 Monkeys are much bigger budget, but less funny and more serious and more like dark future vibes. And like Brazil is crazy. Brazil is like about a future where terrorism is constant, and like there's just people eating in a restaurant in one scene, and there's just like a bomb goes off, and everyone just keeps eating because it's so common.
What the fuck?
That's wild. Insane. I haven't seen it in a long time. I would love to look at that movie again, but I think this is definitely the one, the one that I would consider the best family movie, because I remember my mom liked this movie, my dad, my brothers, and everyone had different tastes. And I was very young.
This movie felt like a family movie until the end when his parents just fucking die.
How about when Michael Palin says, "Yes, it is very wet," and they have all those fucking back and forth on the Titanic, right? Like they put some shady stuff in there for the parents, which I love, right? Like that's the best. The best children's movies have jokes for everybody that they're not going to get, but you will grow into them, right?
Yeah.
It's like they plant a tree for you as a 9-year-old. And when I'm 19, I'm like, okay, now I know what the fucking joke was. And it's like he planted a tree for me and it finally grew and I could eat the fruit of it now. It's pretty cool, you know.
Dr. Get Good Gaming, welcome in. They said they're eating whole Happy Meals at 6 months old. There you go. Was it pureed? I don't know.
Do you think that they just gave you the big boy meal, or did you have to ask for it?
I think maybe I reached.
What are you, a nugget guy?
Yeah, I like nuggets.
You know, I came from a time when there were no chicken nuggets.
That's crazy.
It was a big fucking deal when they came out. That's how old I am, chat. I remember before Cool Ranch Doritos.
Well, everyone knows that one.
What do you mean everyone knows that one?
Everyone, but I mean, I know that
time
one.
was just like Doritos, and then they're like, but listen, when nobody was doing shit like that back then, and they went, bam, Cool Ranch Doritos, and you tried one, and you're like, oh shit, I wasn't expecting sour cream. They fucking took off like a fucking rocket ship right there.
So they released chicken nuggets nationwide, they select markets in 1981 and nationwide in 83.
So right around this time.
Yeah. The time
I was ready for nuggets in 1981. Mommy probably said, no, you have to eat your cheeseburger until you're ready. And then I said, no, Mommy, I'm a Big Mac boy now.
I mean, I think
she said, are you sure? You want a quarter pounder with cheese? That's what Mommy orders.
Yeah.
Right. Mommy gets her QPC, right? Not a double. She's a lady. She doesn't come on. She wants a double, but she needs to, she's good. Yeah. And it's a good deal because it's only like 40 cents more for the double. And then and she's eyeballing you. And do you finish your Big Mac? Yes, you do. But we're not super size. There was no super size either.
No, yeah. For me, it was, I think I just like I would eat my half meal or eat whatever, and I'd still be hungry, you know. And then I ordered one more thing, and then it was like, okay, whatever. And it's like just get in the bigger meal, you know. At that point,
there was no double dipping on Prag and Mommy time. You couldn't go back to the counter and order more. No, we had to go to Mervyn's to try on tough skins, like those new backpacks.
Mervyn's doesn't exist anymore.
Like I could already see what the fuck. It was back to school. We probably had to go get fucking tough skins at Sears, and like I hated that fucking part. That was the worst. Being dragged by your mom through the fucking mall, and then she wants to go to 4 other stores, and like she's having the fucking time of her life because she's looking at everything, and you're like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. But you're like, but that's how you learn because you're just like wandering through the store looking at everything.
Yes, and then I don't like melted cheese. No, I don't like melted cheese at all. I don't know why.
Sometimes we go to Taco Bell, very rarely, but she loved the crunchy taco. And so we would make the extra long trip to Meridian Avenue, which was a good, 4 or 5 miles from our neighborhood to get the crunchy taco. And there was a great time where they had the glass cups. They had the Aquaman cup, right? And the Batman cup. And I made sure I could only get the Aquaman and the Batman, but by the time I went back, the promotion was over.
Yeah.
But I love that fucking, I was an Aquaman guy because like, I remember right around this time she took me to learn how to swim and I would like fucking fell in love with swimming. Like we were broke renters one year, and then my dad finally got into the local union, right? Because he moved from the East Coast and you had to wait, right? And then the fucking come up was fucking bananas. We got a fucking house that we bought. They were at the fucking swim club. I'm at the fucking club. Like the year before, we were eating fucking bologna sandwich. It was not fun. So like, I remember that stuff very, very, very closely, and just like, I remember we had this fucking great. It was a good life. A lot of reading, a lot of physical activity. Like you had to go out and play every fucking day. You couldn't fucking stay in the house. They would fucking get the fuck out, go out and play. And then all the other kids would be pushed out either. And then you just fucking
wandering the streets.
No, we would do, you play fucking kid games and you just like, it was a good time. It was much healthier, I think, than it was now. And I feel like kids don't play together as much anymore. I don't know if they do or not. And that's what this show is about. This show is called Playing, and it's a show that enforces.
It's called Just Playing.
Just Playing. Like, is your little guy ready for the Big Mac meal? Yeah. JC's gonna get mad. JC, we forgot to watch the movie.
Yeah.
Are you mad?
Watch it in time.
and I just made a bunch of stuff up. I don't know. I read the Wikipedia article, and I was just saying. I said I called one of them Talia Shriver.
Yeah,
and it's not even close. Like, who is Talia Shriver though? Do you know who that is?
Is that a real person?
I feel like that's Rocky's wife, and I feel like they look similar. Remember Rocky's wife, or no, the one from Godfather. She's from Godfather.
When I look up the name, it's like nothing.
What do you mean nothing? I'll do it. I'll do it.
Yeah,
hold on. I got Sonny right here.
Wasn't Rocky's wife Adrian?
Hold on. What do you mean you got no one? You didn't spell it right. Talia Shriver was in The Godfather. She's the daughter.
Oh, Talia Shire.
Whatever.
Shire.
Sergeant Shriver. I don't fucking know.
Go
out and play is what I'm saying in 2026, everybody. If you want to get ready for the Big Mac meal, you need to go out and play.
Yeah, just playing.
So, do you want to sum up? This is like, listen, we have one less guy. Yeah. We can keep cooking on this if you have more to say, but I'm ready to, like, we can go on long tangents about like what I did in the 5th grade, if you like, and I can spend an hour on that, right? And like how dates with mommy changed, and like there's less mommy prag time, right? But she made such a great little gentleman. There was more time for new people. What were you like when you were 9? Same outfit, right?
The
same costume.
Yeah.
Were you a baseball fan?
Yeah, I've always been a baseball fan.
Did you play Little League?
I did. I played T-ball, and then I played whatever was above that, and then like one more level above that, whatever that was. I don't remember the league.
I remember my dad has a fucking passion for baseball, and he took us to play T-ball, and he was so fucking pissed because the coaches were not coaching how to play the game.
They just wanted to hit.
And it was like, but he was cool. Like, he wasn't like nowadays where you start shouting and saying shit. Like, he didn't say shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's just, but he's like,
just quietly.
God damn it. This is a whole year wasted.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to know how to fucking pinch hit. Or, I'm sorry. Not pinch it, but fucking.
There's no fundamentals.
No fundamentals.
Yeah. You know what? I'm glad you brought that up because you're the only person that I can tell this to that I feel like would appreciate this. The other day, I was coming home from work, and in the neighborhood where I drive through to get to where I live, there's a giant, like, just lawn that's like surrounding like a business area. It's just all grass, all green, all trees. And I turn the corner, I start heading down towards where I live. And when I get there, there is a father and a son. The son's about like a teenager, and the dad's a little, he's like probably like in his 40s, whatever. And they're just standing there, and they're throwing the ball around, having a catch.
Yeah,
and it brought a little tear to my eye, and I was like,
my dad taught me, like, so I remember when I was going out for football, and I wanted to play wide receiver. I ended up being a tight end, and he, he would go out after work, and he did heavy construction, so he was fucking tired. Okay. And he got up at like 4:30 in the morning, and he came home covered in fucking dirt for like 40 years. Because like, even if you're an electrician and they're paying you great, you're still out there pulling wire through fucking dirt, and you're up in the attic and the crawl space, and you have to watch out so you don't electrocute yourself. But he was, I remember him taking me across the street, and I was running routes with him. He showed me that, like, I knew how to run the route tree, but like, to have someone like throw you the ball like that is a big fucking deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Show you how to throw. He would, one of the most important lessons he told me is how not to be afraid of the ball.
Oh, yeah.
And so what he would do, listen to this. We would play catch, and he wouldn't pepper me at first, but then I would throw him the ball, but he would catch it with his chest to show me it didn't hurt. Yeah. And it's not a problem.
It's a football, right?
A baseball.
Oh shit. Okay.
He's trying to teach me not to be afraid of it, because the next thing he's going to do, my dad was a good baseball player. He was a little league home run guy. He like set the record for when he was in little league for home runs in Yonkers or some crazy thing. Yeah. And then he'd start throwing fucking juice at me. And this is the thing, you have to stand your ground in front of a ball, right? You can, and like, you have to catch it, and you're not going to catch it with you don't want it to hit you, obviously. Yeah. But you have to be there and stand in there and be and like have the ability to catch it and watch it into your glove. Like, he would teach me like stupid things like watch the ball when you hit, like follow the ball the whole way.
The ball, yeah.
Most kids just fucking, your peripheral vision, and then you're swinging at your peripheral vision, and you're not tracking the ball all the way in. Like, I was never a great hitter because my eyes are fucked up, really, and you didn't really wear goggles and shit. I played sports in high school being nearsighted with no glasses.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
I played football, I played soccer, I played basketball, I played very good. I can't see. And when I finally got glasses, I was like, how good could I have been if I could see? Because I just thought that's the way the world worked. I was dealing with blurs. I would fucking deal with blurs, no problem, right? It just shows you how adaptations can work. And if you don't know the difference, it's only the limitation that you provide to yourself. If you say, oh, I can't see, so I can't do it.
Yeah.
You don't know any better.
When I played catch with my dad, he was very passive aggressive. And when he would throw the ball at me and I would drop it, he'd go, oh, I'm sorry, I hit your hands.
Oh, yeah.
And then if I threw the ball to him and either I didn't hit him on the target or like or like it was to the right or to the left or whatever, he would grab the ball and he would throw it in a completely different direction and go get it.
Or listen, when I would fucking throw the ball, send it over his head, he get fucking mad because the ball's gone. It's over in the neighbors, and he's like, okay, go get the ball. And I have to jump the fence and fucking figure it out. Or like, and like he's tired, right? And like it's like this is between when he gets home at 4:00 and dinner at 5:30. And so he's starving to death. He's probably cooking a vodka rocks, right? And he's cooking Marlboro Lights, right? Yeah. And but he loved his family, and he always, he was just the type of he was very family orientated. He didn't want to go anywhere without us. He didn't want to there was no like going out with the boys. There was no like, oh, I'm going over here to watch this. No, he was at home with us all the time. He was always at home. We always had dinner at night, every night, forever. Right. And like, so we created this amazing like family bond, right? But it also makes you very, insular sometimes too. And like,
Speaking of loving your family, do you think Kevin's parents loved him?
I know Kevin's parents didn't love him. Maybe they didn't love him because he was fucking a sociopath. Like the way that Kevin's emotions drained out of him when he met his one true love, Sean Connery, King Connery, and like he was done, and like should have left him there, and that should have been the end of the movie, right? Because Kevin is just like too extra. He came around. He's a good. When we get to the end of this movie, he's a W bandit.
I'm watching it and I experienced the movie for what it was, and then we get to the ending and everything's going crazy, and then his parents bring out their microwave and they find the little fragment of evil, and he tells his parents, don't touch it. They touch it, they blow up and die, and the movie ends.
Well, that's perfect for Kevin, because now he can run time banditry right out of the fucking duplex.
What did you think about the ending? Because I shot up and
it's like, we need an ending.
What?
No, it's like classic way that people who write skits end things. Like, tonight how we're gonna end it. That's the same theory, right? I don't know what to do, so we're just gonna be absurd, right? And so like, there's always a foundation of absurdity in Python related
that makes sense.
items.
The ending is definitely a skit ending. You're right.
And like the way that Winston the dog, like he turns and then like they're sneaking into the laboratory, and then Winston see him, and then this dog starts making this weird, like it's not a growl or a dog, it's just a funny noise, right?
Yeah,
that's classic. Like that's something only that like Monty Python related things would, because like there's a lot of like parts that are not like that. It's just like you don't expect it. That's what makes it work. It's like there'll be a long period of time where there's no absurdity, and then they'll just throw an absurd thing, and you're like, deal with it. And it's like, this is a fantasy. This is a comic book. This is all happening in Pal World. Like, don't worry about like. And then like God comes in at the end to give a monologue about like, they're like, well, I just gave you the map to see how good my creation of evil was, right? It was all a test. And then he's a benign dictator who gives them their jobs back, and like there's all kinds of like I was telling him, JC, about how John Cleese's Robin Hood part was, the commentary about the redistribution of wealth is almost like an attack on like the neoliberalism, because they give him the gold at the end and then they punch him in the face. And so like what Terry Gilliam probably would prefer is that there wasn't a Robin Hood in the middle redistributing it, right? And so there's a commentary about that. There's little parts about that, and the relationship between the ogre and his wife is very warm and deep and rich, right? And we made that the thing. That's a sweet scene that they have, right?
Yeah.
You know, there's all kinds of little sweet vignettes.
The ogre.
And it's just like a lot of class. Like when I think about these guys, they're silly and they can be disgusting and have vile jokes and stuff, but there's always a sense of class underneath here. It's always very fucking, I don't know, something about it. It's smooth. They're just smooth. They're just very intelligent, caring people and artistic people. And, you know, they were allowed to do what they wanted, which is a kind of a miracle, right?
Yeah.
That it was ever made, right? Because they kind of don't do that shit anymore, right? Everything's controlled by the management, and there's no one saying you can't have this scene in a Monty Python thing, right? And that's important because it's there's a lot of stuff that doesn't work, but it's like the gold is within all the rocks that they wash.
Yeah, I mean, the movie definitely was his movie and something he wanted to make, and you can tell it's all over it.
And I recommend people see Brazil, and you know, 12 Monkeys is very good. And I haven't seen I don't think I've seen Baron Munchausen, which is weird. I don't know why. I think it was one of those movies like, oh, I'll see it next week, and then it was next week, right? But is that one good?
It's, I mean, if I remember it right, it was very. I've seen it a million times when I was a kid, and I just kept watching it.
It's supposed to be beautiful.
It's just like, yeah, I mean,
he actually has a budget, probably.
It's like just very like, it's very artistic, but not in the style of its film. Just everything around it, the backdrop, the world, just everything around it is just so beautiful.
If he had a stream, he would be filling it with all these craziness and all these hand bespoke items, right? And so it's very inspirational to me. Even like sometimes we watch these movies from the 80s and when I'm younger or from my 20s, and then you don't even realize how much of it sinks into you. And I'm like, am I naming all of my stuffed animals and the cat that was the bungalow Kevin from this?
Oh,
and I'm like, it could quite possibly be, because like I fell in love with this movie when I was a kid too. All the like the Britishness, and it was so strange to me. And I was a big fan of history and fantasy and all those things. And I was definitely ahead of my grade when it came to understanding vocabulary and concepts like this. So like it was fine. Like you probably take a 13-year-old to this, but I was fine at 8. You know, it was really something that really gave me incentive to like pursue the oddities. You know,
well, there's that scene in the beginning where the parents are talking about something like materialistic or something they saw on TV, and then Kevin shares his info, and it's about something history related. It's like he obviously is like not interested in anything else but like the world.
I was Kevin coded.
See it when you know,
definitely Kevin. I like my parents, but that part I wasn't. But like his interest and his passion and his desire to learn. Like I always had my head in a book. I read anything. There was words on it, a cereal box, the magazines at the dentist's office, I would fucking read it like it was the Bible. I would study it. Anything. I just love to fucking look at words since I was 4. I'll just sit there and look at them and just like, whoa, what's this word? And like, I would never look words up, but I would learn how to suss out what they meant. Right. And sometimes that probably fucks me to this day because I'll throw a word like matriculate out, and sometimes it's probably not purposely accurate. But then I say, well, you know, that's the history of words. Shakespeare invented hundreds of English words that we use today. Did you know that? He just made the fucking words up.
Just made them up.
And now we use them. And I wish I had a list of words like that, but fans at home can do that. And so it's like, it's fun to play with words, and don't be afraid to play with language. And don't worry so much about grammar and syntax and me and time or time and I. Like, yeah, of course, when you're in a certain setting, say time and I. I like to say it the right way, but don't not say it because you don't know exactly how to say it. Just say
or just
send the words.
Just ask.
Or learn and then do it the right way. But like the point is like, don't like but there's a lot of people who feel they're not like, I hate math. because I believed and I taught myself and I learned that I don't like math and I'm not good at math. But then it turns out that sometimes I am good at math. And a lot of people feel that way about reading and writing and speaking. And they've been taught themselves a mythology about themselves. I'm not good at reading. And so you turn that part off of you, but then you find out you love words, or you love speaking, or you love some element of it, or you rediscover them through music and lyrics or whatever, because like, this is the thing, all of the mediums of art, you can come at it in a different way. It's a circle, not a fucking 2D image. And you can come at reading and language in multiple ways. And so like, you know, it's important for people to enjoy the beautiful things in life. And I think language is definitely one of them. You want to sum up?
Let's sum it up. Okay.
Hold on. I want to say one more thing.
Oh, say it.
Terry Gilliam is someone who makes young actors. What did they do? I have a statement I want to read. Mr. Gilliam, I know what you did to that child actor. She ran through the fire. And what we're going to do is we've signed a letter and we've asked Hollywood and the courts to swap Roman Polanski for Terry, because we want Terry under arrest and we want Roman free.
First, we have to invite Terry to a film festival and then arrest him there. And then
I am setting up a Caracas Film Festival, and we are going to invite all of the directors, the bad ones, the bad ones, the bad actors, the ones we don't like, and some of the ones that haven't done anything wrong, but I just don't care for their performances.
Name them right now. Ryan Johnson.
I mean, I wish I could. Like Tarantino could name him because he's petty. Like you think I'm petty, he's Tom Petty. Okay, like he really. I don't know if he helped him or hurt him. You know, because he actually fucking elevated him.
Helped him. Yeah.
Do you think he likes him, and that's how he fucking cooked? Like that's cute for you.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go down to Caracas and we're gonna have them all arrested and we're gonna put them in a fucking. I built a banana plantation. Okay, this is a crazy idea, and it's gonna be called the Golden Banana. Just after the show, and we're gonna be doing live shows from the Caracas Golden Banana Plantation, which is also a POW camp for directors that hurt people.
And part of their rehab is they have to work with us on the Golden Banana.
Yeah, they're in the set. Yeah, they're part of the cast.
Yeah. Part of the cast, part of the crew.
If they want to, like, you know how some prisons have people who are janitors and they're allowed to go. What do they call those guys? God, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Slaves.
Yeah, right. But like, if you want to like get out of your cage, and it's 120 fucking degrees in the jungle, right? This is a banana plantation. And there's banana spiders everywhere. Nobody's pecker works. Nobody can get a hard on, right? Remember Elvis, 1968 comeback?
Yeah.
Okay. And so like, you're going to want to get out of that cage. And so you're going to want to perform with us. And it's going to be a lot of like, we're going to do a musical. So like, you may not want to sing and dance if you're Roman Polanski and Terry Gilliam, but you're going to sing and dance.
You're going to have to, yeah.
You're going to have to.
Welcome in, Dutch. Welcome in.
You want to sum up?
Yeah. All right. So this, you know, I'm not too versed on Terry Gilliam, but I knew what to expect coming in.
You got to date your mom more.
You gotta go date with your mom.
You're 9.
Right, yeah. Oh, that's fine.
It's not that kind of date.
No.
It's just like, it's like a finishing school for young gentlemen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get it. I think the action in this movie was really good, but by the time bandits, I thought the world building was really good. But overall, I thought the movie was just fine. I thought it was just fine. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was just fine. It was worth watching. Again, like I said earlier, the movie really holds up. I think it looks great.
Criterion Collection, right? Does that mean they restore everything and make it beautiful?
I don't know. Is that what that means?
I don't know what it means. JC, I think it means like you subscribe and they send you a cool box set and they kind of like make it look nice. But like, if it's like, I don't know. I mean, it looked great. It really did look great for sure. Restored beautifully. Because sometimes you see some of these movies that like, and it's not been restored and it's just a fucking bad, right? When we stream them and it's just like, this is fucking 480 upscaled or some shit.
I mean, it probably was restored because it looked really good.
It looked beautiful. And I love the Sean Connery part. If I could make a short movie with just the Robin Hood scene and the Sean Connery movie, just to sell this, that's what I would do. I think that's the perfect, those two back to back, the action, the comedy, the rapport. I think that's a beautiful section amongst a lot of others too. But please continue. This is
Sean Connery was he was a welcome surprise.
I didn't not a nice, and he's going to be at Caracas Golden Banana theater jail too, because he says sometimes you're going to slap a lady. Right? Like, what are you talking about, Sean?
That's all I could think about when he was standing there with like the Minotaur head. That's all I could think about. He's gonna slap someone.
I was worried for Kevin right away because it's Greece, right? First of all, the Greece it was not nice down there. Okay, please continue. I'm sorry.
But yeah, no, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna give it a 65 out of 100.
Okay.
Recommended. Yes, recommended.
And like, obviously, I see this film through historical gauze. Right. I see that like sometimes you cannot differentiate yourself from your experience because it's like the combination. Where are you going?
I'm turning the
air
off.
What are you talking about?
I can hear you. My headphones are on.
I don't give a like now the audience thinks you walk out. God damn it. And this is what Kevin did to the Time Bandits when he wanted to stay in Greece. He's like, no, I'm good. And like we had a team. And Winston. Right, but then how did you feel when Fidget got crushed by the marble? Finally, you're like, "Oh my God, Fidget's dead!"
Yelling at me, I heard you the entire time.
Okay, so like, this movie is a sweet reminder that sometimes the individual artist can prevail. It was very creative. There's a lot of funny lines in it. It's a good family movie. It's probably not replicatable. I know they've tried to make like another recreation of this and like I didn't even want to watch it because this is like a one of one. This is like you don't need a sequel for this. You need you just let it be. Like sometimes dinner is interesting and like I've never had a dinner like this before. I don't want to eat it every night. Right. It's a special thing. It's very and like you have to put it in the context of 1981 where the special effects were state of the art and nobody was doing it like that. Right. And so none of it, like you can see the special effects now because we've all been, CGI and like all the beautiful, like now I can see where the OPS, like the opacity and I can see what they're doing. But it's still, it's a labor of love. You could tell. I think it's very unique and original. And like, I have to give like, what am I going to give my, I can't give this movie anything lower than a fucking 90. And the reason, and like, the Napoleon scene almost kills this movie. I wonder how many people stopped the movie during the Napoleon scene because it wasn't that fucking funny. Because like this is the thing, they have to have a reason why they have the gold so Robin Hood can steal it from them. And I love the rampart and how they come up in the boat, and I love the Punch and Judy and the theater and Elvis. I just don't think that not Elvis, the Napoleon. I just don't think the Napoleonic actors were as good, and it would have been good if we had maybe they had like Monty Python guys scheduled for that, and like they had to pull. I don't fucking know, but the Napoleon guys were not as fucking funny as they should have been, or as most of them. So that's gonna cost you 10 fucking points.
Ooh.
Now, did they say Time Bandits did this? Yeah, of course.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they probably. I don't know. That's a good question. Actually, did they say we're?
I don't remember.
You want Sunny to look it up later, and we can analyze the script?
Yeah, then we'll readjust the score if we need to.
Yeah. What is that? +3 or like what is that worth?
It depends on how many times they say it. If they say it once, like +2, but if they say it multiple times,
it's
like
how many nodes are left on that skill tree? And then where does that branch towards? Because like I have a dexterity build, and I want to know if I should start paying attention to whether or not they say the name of the movie.
This is all spec'd towards evasion.
It's evasion. Well, that's evasion. I have an agility build, so that's probably right down my fucking tailpipe.
Yeah.
All right, maybe we'll do that. I have to get the new skill tree from the DLC, and I have enough XP, I think. But I might.
I think it is a free update. I think. Let me check it out, which is good.
Okay. Listen, I love the grind. Like life is just a skill tree, chat, and like we have a lot of unlocks, and we have a lot of skins, right? And tonight, let's talk about what we're doing next, and that's at 10, right? Pacific.
I never remember the fucking time. Is it 10, 10:30? I can't remember.
I think it's 10.
Okay.
I hope it's at 10. I wish it was at 9. I already put my fucking. I'm ready for nap time now. I have to fucking do a bank. All right, listen, we're no spoilers. See what I did? I just go right up to the line.
That's crazy. Before we get to that,
can we say it's a flashback?
Yeah.
Can we say it's a vibe? Can we say it's a bob?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's not the same. Okay, good.
Hold on. Before we get to that, so obviously we're missing a fellow soldier here. JC is doing other pressing matters.
JC too.
And he has asked me to read a statement.
This is JC.
It says he typed something on Discord and then he says don't reveal it until the end of the show. So now I'm going to click on it and reveal it. I'm going to read it.
Oh God. How annoying. When I saw that, I'm like, what?
Did you click on it?
Leave me alone. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't know. But you know what? Now that I think about it, like, am I just a fucking...
I didn't do it. Yeah. Here we go. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Okay.
Okay. So as you guys know, I've been itching to do a series of underrated movies. God damn it.
God damn it.
That I think general audiences either don't get, underappreciate, or overhate. Typically, when I'm picking films for this show, I like to alternate between films I have seen and films I haven't for variety's sake.
Now, did you notice that?
Hold on. So this year, I'm going to endeavor to make every film I pick that I have seen be one I consider underrated. First off the bat, this year
for how long? For a year?
The whole year. I'm sorry. First off the bat, this year is going to be a film that I have a lot of nostalgia attached to, but also I think is one that has some interesting things to discuss in how it materialized and how art with value can materialize from any circumstance. God, I can already see it. But no, the film I picked,
story mode. So.
The film I picked is, of course, 2000 filmed adaptation of the seminal children's anime series Digimon the movie.
Oh.
Watch out. Hold on. Watch out, Neon Genesis Evangelion, the end of Evangelion. There's a new sheriff in town. Mode. Or not. I haven't seen this in a long time, and I could be completely wrong.
All right. Let's go around and say some nice things about JC. He has done a wonderful job on the video side of the channel on YouTube. And this is how shit and trash we are. I don't have the link to go. And we don't even have Nightbot hooked up so we can hit !YouTube so we have the link. Like, shouldn't we do little stupid shit like that? Because nobody knows where it is. I hope it's under the link, is under the channel banner. But JC went back and we have like, I don't know, fucking close to 100 videos up there. And he's working with Baki to do the medium links, and the shorts are on the Instagram, and I'm reposting them constantly. And like, JC, you're doing a wonderful job. And I love your new story mode that you unlocked with the new DLC. I didn't buy it because I thought that $17.50 was too much for DLC. And I'm waiting for a deep sale, probably at Christmas. It's $7.50, I heard. And then I'm going to get the story mode DLC myself. And the show's going to be 7 hours and time's going to run away.
Yeah.
Right. Were you afraid that I was going to speak so much that the show was going to fly into the stratosphere tonight?
No.
I was like, oh my God, JC's not going to be there. What are we going to talk? And then I'm like, oh, I know. I'm just going to fucking go.
Yeah, I knew we'd be fine.
This is canon. Like, you can update Prag Pro's wiki tonight because I unlocked a lot of fucking DLC for you, right? Like, you didn't know a lot of the origin story.
I did not. And JC wants me to share the poster. So here's the poster. There we go.
Okay.
And
this is a movie you would watch at a children's dentist office before you get your filling?
Yes, I believe so.
Did you? And can I stream this, or do I have to fucking? Is this? See, that's what we have to think about. And you know what? I just remembered JC never got to read his rant about Netflix, so we're due for a double size. Did he not ever get to do that? He's like during Neon Genesis, he's like, I have a rant about Netflix. I don't think we ever got to it.
I don't remember.
You did, Dutch. You subscribed on the YouTube.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
It doesn't look like
we try so hard here. We try so desperately.
It doesn't look like it's Digimon's available streaming anywhere. So we gotta rent it or buy it.
Fuck you, JC. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's not streaming anywhere.
It doesn't show anything. It doesn't say like where to watch it.
Do you think Australia is broken? Can it be repaired?
I don't think it can be repaired now. Absolutely not.
Well, we'll figure it out. I know we're pretty smart and we can get a copy of it. So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. And like, I guess like he couldn't afford to watch Pokemon. So I guess we have to do this one, right? You can come up with the.
Oh, he said he has it ready for us. So okay, whatever that means.
It means I can't watch it on my big screen. I have to watch it on my little screen.
Yeah. So what do you got going on? Like, you got your show.
The Golden Banana returns. The Lance from Saints. Special 3-hour episode.
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
You don't think I can stretch that?
No, you can. I don't want to do that for 3 hours.
You don't want to, but like
it's crazy. I could.
Here we go.
Yeah. Yes.
No, it's gonna be beautiful. I think we're building off great. Like, what did we do? It's been a long break. Like, when the fuck was the last? Was the last one Grouchy the Clown?
Yeah.
And like, I'm already in development for Grouchy the Clown, the series, and I have 3 scenes ready, and I'm just in the casting, and like, we're gonna fucking start, and that's gonna be like, this is my idea. I'm not gonna like go like, oh, 8:00 Saturday, episode 1, Grouchy the Clown, and then do it live. No, I'm gonna tape each section, each scene as an individual thing.
Yeah.
Put the YouTube up and then put them as individuals and then put them together. Right. So you know what I'm saying? And like, and then you see, and then I'll just play it sometimes when you're in stream, or I'll just, because this whole idea that like we're trying to program for a world that doesn't exist anymore, where people turn on NBC at 8:30, and that's just not the fucking world. And like, why do we do that?
Did you watch the Rams game earlier?
I saw the Rams came back and won, right?
Crazy.
I saw how bad the Carolina Panthers quarterback was too, and I saw how like I can't believe they stuck around that long because I don't think they're very good, right? Like I don't fucking know about the Panthers too much. I was not impressed. I know that Stafford and fucking Devontae Adams and like I'm a Nakua head, so like I'm rooting for Nakua. Like he's my favorite slot receiver, and like
Bye, JC.
No, JC, he's my number 1 draft pick. Okay. And JC, you don't have to come back because I got this.
You don't have to come back. I don't want to see you back here.
All right. See, this is the thing. Like now we have to kill 90 fucking minutes before the show.
That's fine. I got to take a shower. I got to set up my green screen. I got all that stuff to do.
Take a shower. We're doing a bank robbery. I want you dirty. I want you to dirty it up.
Go outside and roll around in the dirt.
Did you think of a funny voice yet? What voice are you going with? We'll save it.
I was going to do like the typical like mobster thing.
Have fun with it.
Maybe I shouldn't. Yeah.
I almost remember I was going to do that silly voice in the car, and then I pulled back.
Oh yeah.
Remember I was going to change the whole voice.
Yeah.
I wanted to leave that for you in case you want it. You could be the silly mobster guy.
Everyone can have silly
have you ever seen Birdwalk Empire?
No, I know what it is.
There is I don't know if you've ever seen clips, but there is a very silly gangster in that, and it's the blonde guy, and he's like, Nookie, yeah, he does that whole thing, and
like the stereotypical,
wise guy,
yeah.
Well, that whole scene, that's funny, but the way he does it is a lot better than I'm doing it.
Dutch said Lance is probably sitting in his chair sweating. Probably.
He's masturbating, right? Doesn't he take a masturbation nap?
Still sweating.
I said, wait till after the show. Like, about boxers, like you're not supposed to nut before the fight because you want to stay fucking, let's go.
Yeah. You're right.
But he can't wait.
Yeah.
He can't wait.
But yeah, if tune in tonight, twitch.tv/Lance_from_Saints.
Do we want to get a shout out? Let me get a shout. Hold on.
You got it?
Like maybe the people who watch this don't know about Lance.
Maybe there's one person that doesn't know.
Maybe it's just good protocol to do it so it keeps us in a rhythm.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, since I set up my Nightbot exclamation mark system, it's a real pleasure. Like I can hit the Discord, I can hit the YouTube with exclamation mark. I think we should do that here.
Did you shout him out or no?
I fucking misspelled it. Oh, the underscores got me. Listen, it didn't make it. I don't like the underscore. Like this is the thing. I like to type with one hand sometimes.
I got it.
When you do no, Lance. This is a message for Lance from Saints.
Lance.
Fuck you. Yes, you are. Everyone's Lance. That's not me. Stop with the underscores because like I have to hit shift, and as soon as you ask me to hit shift, I'm out, dude. I'm going to Evelyn Claire's stream. I'm going to fucking ASMR Sunsight Gaia ASMR. Like I'm gonna shout out all my fucking one word streamers.
Yeah.
Evelyn Claire could have very easily said Evelyn_Claire, but she wouldn't have the time to draw ducks on stream.
Yeah,
right? And now she does.
Yeah.
Get the fucking underscores on a walk. Like, I would love to come wake up tomorrow and look up Lance's channel and have it just be Lance from Saints, one word, capital L, capital F, no capital more underscores. S, yeah. And then this fucking guy from Australia, JC, puts underscores in the 3 grandmas as a tribute to Lance.
Is that
what has Lance seen? Fucking 2 of these episodes. We have 100 episodes. He's seen maybe 2. He's been on fucking 3 of them, right? He was here for 1 episode. He hasn't even seen that one. He was so fucking fucked up on nitrous oxide. You know, he runs an underground children's dentist office out of that boxcar.
I didn't know that.
That's what all the videotapes are for, and the video games.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I mean, I'm glad that he's helping the community, but like, come on.
Yes. So please tune in tonight.
I have to get my coffee. I have to go and pee.
Great episode.
No, good call, PP. Yeah, is it cool if I go get my coffee? Like, we have an appointment at 8, and then it'll be 8:02. He pops in, still in a robe. Like, we're not doing a show, dog. Like, put on some fucking sweatshirt or something.
He
had
his robe, but he had bigger clothes underneath it.
We want to go get my coffee now. It's like, how much do you masturbate? Go get your coffee. Like, have the coffee when you go.
You can't time it right. Yeah.
You can't time it right.
No.
Is that it? It's a timing issue. He needs a fucking timing belt.
Yes. So please tune in tonight. It is another backstory. We're having a backshot story. We're having a plethora of those. We're calling it
Golden Banana Backshots, right? Isn't that what we call the series of the flashback scenes? Golden Banana Backshots.
Backshots edition, yeah.
That's a fire name. And Jade Sessev is a special guest tonight. Do you want to talk about how did you meet Jade Sessev? Let's shout out Jade a little bit. Tell me about Jade Sessev.
No. See you guys next week. I have found Jade through Ram. Ram was looking for new people to be on the show, and he pitched a couple of them to me, and I saw them. And
Jesus from The Walking Dead, is he wandering the land doing kung fu?
And then
watching other survivors with the binoculars to see if they're fucking cool.
And then Jesus was a good character though.
Jesus is fire. And he's in the game too. I love like the Walking Dead.
Oh, he's in the game. That's right. Yeah,
fire.
He's in the game. Yeah.
Play the Walking Dead. There's 4 of them, right?
I just bought the whole collection. Series? Yeah, I bought the whole collection. Yeah.
Oh, what a story.
But yeah, so Ram sent me Jade, and I was like, okay, cool, whatever. And he's like, she's Mexican. She's like us. She has good humor. And I was like, okay, cool. So then I went in there and chatted with her for a little bit, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And
Civil Rights Division of the Department of Justice is going to call the Golden Banana now.
Ram was like, "No, I think she has great humor like us." And I guess he already pitched it to her, and he was warming her up. And then I started playing games with her and him, and she seemed like a really cool person. And then all of a sudden, he's able to wrangle her into his episode. Spoilers, his backstory. Right? When it comes to Wangler. And
so she lovely, great in the rehearsals.
And she was fantastic.
Cool in my stream, and very, very cool. And like, I just want to promote the idea that let those fucking hands go tonight, and just like send it, and like we'll find you will say stuff like we'll shut up and let you say it.
Well, hold on. This is a little bit of a spoiler. I called her something in the rehearsal. We're not going to say it now, but I called her something in the rehearsal. But prior to calling her that, I had messaged her on, during the thing, I messaged her in the Discord. I said, "Hey, can I call you this?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's fine." I was like, "Are you sure?" Because I want to see what everyone else says. I don't remember
this part.
Yeah. I was like, I just want to see what everyone else says, just to see if it, shocks them, whatever. And she goes, "Say it. It's fine." So I said it. And then immediately she cooked you and I in the same sentence after that. And I was like, "Oh my God."
Yeah. That's what we like. No, I throw out the most vile vulgarities just to see where people are with it.
Yeah.
Just to see if they can like if they wince too much. Like I look at the wince.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm watching the pupillary distance when I send some of my most vile, funny jokes, just to see if like the pupils do a little dilation, because I'm that acute with my responses. Right, I'm watching your pupils. If they go, that's not good. Pull back. Family time.
And then Ram let us know tonight that Quentin Tarantino directed this episode. Makes sense.
Listen, we got to do the fucking thing. Before we give ourselves a fucking parade.
True.
I'm gonna fucking full send it, and I want you to get fucking excited, because like I love the fact that we get to play different characters in the flashbacks. That's the fun part. Because like I love doing Buffet Blathers, and he is a fan favorite. Like everyone is always stopping Lance on the street. Do you know Dr. Blather? Right? He told me like the Dr. Blathers, and he's like, no, I'm not whatever his name is. What is his name? Julian. Yeah. It's like, do you know Grouchy the Clown? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, you're in that scene, right? And I'm like, yeah. You know, he hates it. But like Grouchy and Blathers are great. And I want to add a new character, and his name is Macaroni. And he's a fucking bad guy.
I mean, we might see him tonight. Who knows?
We might see him tonight. Maybe not. Maybe I just don't go to them. Maybe I just go to sleep. I'm like, I could watch the Smurf movie 1,000 times, and I can just put on my footsie pajamas, and I crawl into bed. We turn it on, and I can fantasize about Alien Smurf and making that.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you all next week for Digimon, the movie. Goodbye.
See you in an hour. If you're not there, you're blocked and fucking banned. Don't come back here if you're not there. Don't come back here if you're not there.
You got to be there, and you got to say nice things. Bye.
Only